Hey guys, welcome back to another Sunday Talks with Eva. Today I will be answering your questions. We'll be touching on different topics, so I ask you to ask me whatever doubts you have, not only about guitar, music, but also about social media, confidence, organization, productivity, and all of that. So make sure you grab some nice coffee or tea and let's get started. The first question we have is, how can I be more disciplined in practicing? Alright, that's a really important topic, and I think the biggest mistake we all do is that we confuse practicing with playing, and that's totally different. Playing is a pleasure. Playing is something that comes at the end when we learn, when we solve all the problems. So practicing needs to be disciplined, needs to be structured. You need to have a goal. You need to know exactly what you want to achieve in the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Have it really planned out. So that's not that easy. Sometimes even I tend to just get lost in music, and that is really bad because you are going to lose a lot of precious time. My advice for you would be determine your goal. So what is exactly what you want to do? Do you have a performance of just 15 minutes? Or you want to play a full concert? After you have your clear goal set up, then you need to see what is the time you have in a day that you can dedicate to achieving this goal. If it's a couple of hours, then you need to really organize those hours. So you cannot repeat the mistakes, you cannot repeat the process or just play. As I said, that's very different from practicing. We need to take it quite seriously in order to achieve fast results. Another tip I have for this topic is to start your practicing with playing the piece, if you of course already can play it, from the beginning until the end. And then you will see what are the weak spots, what places you didn't like, what was maybe weird or needs more technical practicing. So you can then, after you finish playing, circle those spots and then work on them. So just isolate those little problems and work on them. Next one, what is the most difficult thing about learning guitar? I think not only for learning guitar, but for learning any instrument, the most difficult thing is to be patient, to have trust in the process, to dedicate a lot of years, a lot of months, depending of course on the level you want to achieve, but it's something that cannot happen from one day to another. It's a skill that needs to be built over many years. So I would suggest you to really look at it as a big project, and to be also happy with whatever stage you are at. So if you're a beginner, if you know you have a long way to go, still you should enjoy the process. You should enjoy the journey and the pieces you can play now, and all the little improvements should be celebrated. But if you're asking particularly about guitar, well, I think left hand has a lot of pain in the fingers at the beginning, and a lot of people have problems with barres and things like that. Also tension, a lot of people struggle to stay relaxed. Another difficult thing, especially when it comes to guitar, classical guitar, is the sound in the right hand. So the nails are playing a big role, also your technique, your approach, all of that needs to be built over many years. Other things that are hard on guitar are coordination between left and right hand, then legato also. It's quite difficult to have nicely connected melody. On guitar there is a lot of pieces that are not that flattering for the instrument, so you need to make sure you have a good fingering technique and to listen to what you are playing. Is a degree in classical guitar very important to try to find work or live off of it? So depending on what you want to do, if you want to teach in school, I would say it's quite important. They are looking for that, and also pedagogy diploma, it's helping in order to find a job. But in the case of concerts, I would say you can also make it without. It's maybe a bit more difficult, but there is a lot of ways. Now with social media also many other doors have been opening, and it's a different career approach, not only for our career, but so many of them. But in general, I think it is important if you want to have a place in university or in school, if you would like to enter this world of festivals and being one of the people that give master classes. So yeah, if you like to have your own course, for example, or you want to make different styles, so not only classic guitar, but you also expand your knowledge and do something else. I think you can also make it on your own. But for me, that's something that I dedicated my entire life to, and even though currently I'm not using my diploma, I'm really, really glad I have it. Are you planning to have any live performances this year? Yes, this year actually I'm having a couple of concerts that are coming up. I'm still organizing the details about it, but I will let you know as soon as I am ready. But I'm really excited, and at the same time I will be starting to do online concerts on my Patreon, and you can also then access those ones in case you cannot attend the live performances, but stay tuned. You do so many things. How do you manage it all? You must be really well organized. And how do you also find time to practice around it all? It is really, really difficult and demanding, the things I'm doing, because I definitely am all over the place and I'm currently not having that much help as much as I would like to have. So I'm working on that. It's one of my goals this year, to be able to spread out all the tasks I have and hire help, because the main thing for me is to practice and to create. Those are the things that I cannot assign anybody else to do. Also, I am the one that needs to be on a camera and take the photos and all these things. I am definitely working on that this year, but there are a couple of things that I started implementing, such as being realistic of what I can post, what I can create, how many things I can record, for example, in a week, in a day. Then also with my repertoire, I am not able, for example, to go to competitions and all the time have different repertoire. That's something that is not achievable with the amount of things I am balancing. But that's why I think it's really important to work smarter and not harder. If you're also implementing so many things in your life, you have ambition, you want to be many different things, I think that's great. I think that's so inspiring, and we are not only one thing. We are so much more. We have so many things to give, to teach, to learn, to explore. I don't believe in labels. We owe it to ourselves to pursue our passions, and I think the more interest you have, the richer your experience will get and the knowledge, and I also think it will make you into a better person. There are so many things we can learn in this life and experience, and we should never limit ourselves. When it comes to practical tips, what personally helped me is to schedule my entire week, so not only day by day, but every Sunday I am now planning out exactly what is going to be the agenda for each day of the week, and then I'm having filming days, editing days, practicing days, streaming days. So every day of the week is now dedicated to maximum 3 tasks. So I'm trying not to have everything in one day. So practicing and filming and editing and answering emails. I have days where I practice less. For example, when I have to film, that's the day that takes a lot of energy out of me. So filming is not easy. It takes a lot of effort, setting up the camera, setting up everything. I try to maybe just go through my program and not to do something that demanding. I like to schedule editing with practicing, because editing is something that I can just turn off. I don't have to think about it later that much. Or in the morning I dedicate to practicing, and then the rest I dedicate to editing, for example. Now this planning ahead has been a complete lifesaver, and I also use an app on my phone called Structured, and on that app I have all the tasks that I write on Sunday. So I have it like a daily to-do list, and then just throughout the day I just go and check all the things that I'm doing, so I don't have to think when I wake up in the morning, and I don't forget anything because I dedicate that time on Sunday to schedule it. Next one. Hi Eva, what keeps you motivated for playing guitar? So the thing that keeps me motivated is basically the fact that now it's my profession, but it's just part of my life. It has been for almost 20 years, so I cannot imagine my life without it, for sure. For me now it's a new era, because I finished my studying, so I am working for myself and I'm by myself, so I can really choose whatever I want to play and what projects I want to have, and what is my repertoire for the upcoming concerts. That feels a little scary, but at the same time really exciting and freeing. Also, after finishing my master's degree, I have such a high level of playing, such a beautiful skill that I am planning to keep. My tremolo is currently steady at 100 BPM. How much faster should I get it so it sounds solid? For tremolo, I would say 120. It's the tremolo I play. Maybe I play it a bit faster, I'm not sure. But maybe 100 is also fine. So I think we should not get overwhelmed over these things. You can really feel good playing slower tempos. But if you're talking only about technique, then I would suggest you to try faster when you feel confident and comfortable doing so. And technique is something that just never gets done, so why not always try to improve. Talent versus practice. Why? Talent is overrated, and especially in music, it is thought to be the reason why somebody is maybe successful or having an amazing career or selling albums, but that's not the case. So work is way more important. The thing I would say is, of course, mixture of both is the best, but there's so many talented people that I met throughout my career, and if you don't have a disciplined work ethic or just confidence also to pursue the thing you want, doesn't mean anything at the end. I would say that's a good thing, because that means everybody can do it. You just need to be disciplined, you just need to love it enough and really want it. And just working hard for it can get you way further than just relying on your talent. Hi Eva, I want to ask you what inspired you to go for your own YouTube channel. It is challenging sometimes. Please share your opinion regarding the first move towards social media. So, social media, I started first with Instagram, so YouTube is not my first platform. And back then I was just posting videos of me playing, so I was studying my masters. And I was just practicing and playing the pieces on classic guitar and making short videos like that. So that was really exciting, but I also didn't expect it to grow as much as it grew. And we have created an amazing community there, and a lot of like-minded people or people that just love guitar, music in general, really got interested, and I inspired many people to even start playing, so that was so rewarding for me. And after that, it just started developing even more, and I started expanding to Facebook, to YouTube, TikTok, and so on. So now I am actually living full-time from social media, and I'm self-employed. So it's a really beautiful story, and I'm so grateful for how it turned out, because I also discovered that it's such a big passion of mine. So creating videos, being creative, editing, inspiring others, sharing my life, sharing music and my journey is definitely so unique, and something that is meant for me. When it comes to YouTube in particular, I really wanted to bring to my audience full music videos, so I was mostly posting short 30 seconds videos, reels on Instagram, and that was not enough, of course, so I was really wanting to also start having full music videos and also have tutorials, different kind of topics. And also I love to just show my lifestyle, to show vlogs, to talk to you about all the different interests I have. I find YouTube to be such an incredible platform. You can really connect with your audience on a deeper level, and you can also have time to really provide value. I feel like people truly get to know you here good. For me, starting to post on YouTube and on social media in general literally changed my life. It taught me so much. I grew so much as a person. I feel so grateful for being able to share whatever I am interested in. Also teaches you so many other skills, how to manage everything, how to make thumbnails, how to edit, how to talk to the camera. This is not easy at all. And I am every time feeling like I'm being able to be more authentic and to be myself in front of the camera. I can just ramble more, and back then I was really acting differently in front of camera. It is so rewarding. A lot of skills you end up having after starting this journey. I recommend this experience to everyone. I know it's not for everyone, and a lot of people are having a little bit of fear of being seen, but just by starting and experiencing this, I think you learn so much, you grow so much, so I would 100% recommend it. When it comes to challenging part and how to overcome that, I would just say start. Just make that first move. It's the most difficult thing, but after that everything is easier. Try to work a lot on yourself. Try to get to know yourself, who you are, what are your values, what you stand for, how hard you work, how disciplined you are, how kind you are, how deserving of everything literally in this world you are. If you work so much on yourself and you know who you are, and if you are really doing things out of your heart and you're not thinking, oh, but what would this person say, or will I be judged, or will I be made fun of, or whatever it is in your mind, that is really not important. The question is, do you like yourself? Do you like what you create? Do you like how this entire process makes you feel? So those are the important questions, not what other will think. And it makes me so sad seeing so many people completely giving up on their dreams just because of that fear. Also, I don't know what your YouTube channel would be about, but whatever you feel like you have experience in, you have passion for, you have spent certain amount of hours working on, developing, learning about, you can share it. You can share it. You don't have to be having a master's degree for being able to share the passions you have. We all can bring something to the table. Now we have a question that is quite related to the topic I just spoke about. How do you deal with haters? I don't deal with them. I really don't even pay attention to them. I don't respond. I don't read. And I don't care about these kind of things, especially on social media. I do value opinions of people close to me and that know me, and they have some right to say something to me. But for people that don't know me or don't want to know me and already have some prejudices or judgment about me, that's not my business. So my advice would be to never engage with these kind of comments, and don't spend your precious energy on that. That's really something that can drain you, and also it's such a low vibrational behavior. So you just need to protect your energy. Have you ever dealt with burnout on social media or guitar? I think yes, especially on social media, because it is something that is new for me, and I had to learn a lot of new skills, as I mentioned. So it was definitely hard to balance both things. So I think when it comes to guitar, I of course had many moments when I wanted to take a little bit of break, so I would slow down on practicing for a week or two. Also in university, on some vacations, I used to take longer breaks, and that made me feel really good, really refreshed and ready to go back to really productive and dedicated practicing. But when it comes to social media, I think I had a couple of burnouts, but mostly because I was doing too many things. So it was not that I completely stopped posting or creating, but I had to sometimes stop and think, okay, is it realistic for me to stream that many times and also create that many reels, and then also practice my repertoire and the reels? So with that, I definitely dealt a lot. And now I think I found a really nice and healthy balance between posting on all the platforms and also posting on YouTube now. It's a new platform for me. I recently started posting more consistently here, so I definitely feel better. And it's just about finding that realistic system that works for you, and the best way to overcome it is just to learn how you work and make sure that you leave some time for yourself, because we are not robots and we are not meant to just work and completely neglect ourselves. So that is really important. Just make sure you give yourself some love. Both content creation and music demand some creative space, so it is completely reasonable for you to take some time off to recharge, to try something new, to maybe learn a new piece. I would say it's a learning curve, and it's completely normal if you experience it, so you didn't do nothing bad. The most important thing is to not repeat it, yeah? So to try to learn from your mistakes and then try to have healthier organization, relationship with the work you're doing. Oh, I love this question. What is the most savage mindset advice you would give to somebody struggling with self-doubt? Start with building self-trust first. So what I mean by that is, if you say to yourself you're going to do something, you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, that will be shown, that will be manifested in many other things in your life. So the first thing I would do is to start being disciplined. Whatever you wish to achieve or whatever goals you have and you now find them unattainable, try to set small goals and make small wins and write down all the wins you do. Okay, so it's really important to keep a track and to keep rewarding yourself, not to be too harsh on yourself, but to really keep your promise. If you are saying now, I'm going to the gym, I don't know, 3 times a week, you are going to the gym 3 times a week. You should not make any excuses. You should not change, I don't know, the circumstances, or you should really respect yourself to do it. Trust me when I tell you that is one of the most powerful things you can do. Every time you achieve one of those goals and you respect yourself and do it, you will see self-doubt will start fading away slowly but surely. I love that you have such a diverse content, not only about guitar. What made you start sharing these other topics? Thank you, I'm really glad that you enjoy all the videos I put out. Well, for me, I just feel that sharing what I am passionate about and my life and all the things that inspire me is just more natural to me, is more authentic. The fact that people find it interesting, relatable, or just really unique and different, I am really glad to continue doing so. I see this platform as an opportunity for me to have my own voice and to share the things I am interested in and things that inspire me, and hopefully then inspire others as well. So it's just about being myself and hopefully make a positive impact. Hi Eva, I love your content and I would like to start sharing my own videos, but I'm too shy to start. Do you have any advice? The advice I have is, as I said before, just to start. But the most important thing is to get over that fear of being seen. Most people cannot start doing something like this because of fear of being seen, because of what others may say or think or judge. So I know it's not easy, of course, especially if you've never done something like that. But the most important thing is to realize is that it is not about them and it is about you. Your life is yours. As long as you're not harming anyone, you have a right to do whatever you wish to do, and just think that if somebody would have something negative to say, especially if they don't know you, I promise you these people are not making progress in their life. They are not happy with themselves. They're just projecting their limiting beliefs onto you. If you get a negative comment, even from people that you know in person, they may have really good intentions. I'm not saying they're not, but also you just need to look at the life they're having and to ask yourself, is that the life I would like to have? Is this the person that is having credit to talk about those things? Do they have 1 million subscribers, for example, on YouTube and not know something about it? Do they have a successful business? Of course, here I'm not talking about constructive criticism. If it's a person that is close to you in your life and knows something about a certain topic or is going towards the life that you wish to also have, then of course you should consider it. But as I said, everything depends on who is it coming from. Another advice I would have is to maybe start without telling anyone first. Maybe break that ice by yourself, and then as you feel more confident, then you can share with people that you open something or social media or whatever it is that you are wanting. But just go for it. I really encourage you. It's such a beautiful sunset outside, guys. Alright, I think I have time for 2 more questions. What do you think when someone learns 2 different styles of guitar at the same time? I think it's really good. Of course, depending on how serious you want to dedicate to a certain genre. But if you just would like to have diverse program, or you want to play flamenco and classical, I think it's possible. I think it's really good. I also had flamenco 4 semesters, I think, in my master studies. and they taught me a lot. It was really good. It has a different technique from classical, for example, but still it's really useful to know these other approaches and other techniques, so I recommend you to continue doing that. I don't see anything bad in that, so I would say the more you know, the better. And the question we have for the end is, what is the most significant lesson you have learned the hard way, and how has it impacted your decisions since then? Oh, okay, that's an amazing question. Thank you for asking that. I think the main thing for me was realizing that we actually have the freedom to make our own choices and to determine what is actually success for us. Also that we can have our own goals, living in a way that doesn't truly align with who you are and what you want out of life, what is your main end goal, is a really big waste of time and energy. If we are living according to others, if we are living for others, that is the saddest thing, I would say, we can do. And unfortunately, so many people live like that, making decisions based on what is comfortable for people around you, and just trying to meet the expectations of, I don't know, your parents, professors, brother, sister, whatever. I think is the fastest way of living unhappy and unfulfilled life. Since I learned that, I've been making decisions according to what I want and what is actually fulfilling me and making me happy, and basically just free yourself from the chains of society. And we arrived to the end of another Sunday Talks with Eva. I really enjoyed this one. I love answering your guys' questions. Thank you so much for watching until here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. Don't forget to follow me on other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, if you would like to support also my work and get masterclasses with me, tabs, scores, behind the scenes, then you can go on Patreon. If you would like me to do another Q&A for future Sunday Talks videos, let me know. And in general, if you would like to add something on the topics we talked about, feel free to comment down below. I appreciate you guys so much, and don't forget to stay true to yourself. See you in the next video. Bye.